Hi there everyone, Tulix here with another episode of Select Game, and here we are with another shuffle play. And this time, we're playing Elder Scrolls Online again, but this time we're doing something different. We're going to a place that some who may have played this game may recognize. The Maelstrom Arena. Now, this place it's got several rounds we have to fight through. As this is number 1 of 9, and each round has like 5 sub-rounds. And there are 2 difficulty modes, normal and veteran. I'm playing the normal mode because if I do the veteran mode, I'll be here literally all day. But let's go ahead and get started on some of this. First we gotta deal with those guys right there. They're pretty easy to deal with. They don't have a whole lot of health. Just gotta make sure not to get hit by a lot, but this is a lot easier than if I were to do the harder difficulty. For obvious reasons, but this I actually stand a chance of actually completing in a video. And to talk a bit about what kind of character I'm playing as a sorcerer, as you can see, with all the lightning and stuff. Magic focused, obviously, because you can go magic or stamina focused, which uses mostly weapons and stuff. Gotta worry about. I'm gonna avoid stepping in that because it'll just do damage to me. Finish you off. There we go. Each round, that little swirling mass disappears and reappears. And let's go ahead and drop an ice current on you just for good measure. There we go. That deals with you. See, like I said, this isn't so bad. Even later on, this won't be too hard. See? And in case you didn't catch it, this is called the Veil of the Surreal. One shot you. Always a good thing to one-shot the enemies here, if you can. Not exactly. A lot easier said than done in a harder difficulty. But not impossible.
I claim the mortal body afterward.
Bash you to interrupt that. Flesh actually not killed by. They're a little tough, but not tough enough. Oh. You took a pitiful amount of damage there. Alright, final round for this round. And it's the boss round. It's got a meteor. That ought to hurt. He's already at less than half health. And he's down. Like I said, this is easy. Open the chest to see what we got. A Belt of the Hunt. Yeah, that's an okay set. Now you notice I have some add-ons on showing how long my buffs are going on. Normally you won't see that except for like right above the ability bar in the middle. Now here, this is where things get a bit trickier, because you got to avoid the whirling braids of death, which can even hurt enemies, I believe. 'Cause I saw that enemy take damage. Or it could have just been my Twilight over there that was zapping it. Yeah, you can see I just took a decent chunk of damage there from walking into that like an idiot. But yeah, gotta worry about these sentries. Alright, we got a Centurion. And he's down. I got a special set on the Limbus set here. That's what that little cloud of lightning is that sometimes shows up. Oh, get out of the way of that. Oh, hi. Bye. And you're down. Come on, what's the next one? Round 3. Take you out right off the bat. And there's another sphere. Yeah, these things are pretty weak, which is good, because there's a lot of them. And yeah, just showing that if you walk too much into there, you get hurt. It's not a good idea. Final round. So we've got our boss round. Oh, looks like we've got another to worry about. He'll go down easy. Yeah, these guys aren't hard. They'll just alternate based on who has what kind of health. It's just set based on their health. And you're down. You're up. But not for long, if we can do anything about that. And down. And down. That's round 2 complete. Open up the chest. Yeah. Parabellum belt. Alright, now we got the third arena. The Drum of Toxic Shock, which is where I first started raging a lot with the hard difficulty. You may see why. You might, if anything stays alive long enough to show a slight problem. There's a mini boss. Should die easy enough. Huh, I wonder why the music isn't playing. Should be hearing music. I'll check after this arena. So there should be music. I thought I turned it up. Yeah, those stranglers are a pain because they spit something at you that slows you down. Makes it harder to avoid anything. Got another mini boss. And she's down. Now we're on to round 3. And as you can also see, the water is electrified, so it hurts walking into that. Got another mini boss right there. Bet you don't like that, do you? Nope, no she does not. Final round. And now we have the Lamia Queen as the boss for this round. She'll try to stun you like that, just break free from it and you'll be fine. Using the potion to get my magic back. Oh no you don't, I'm not gonna let you stun me. Not for long anyway. Almost down, and there you go. You are dead. Now let's check on that music. Turn it way up. Now it ought to play. Got some interesting shoulders there, but nothing worth using. Alright, now on to the 4th arena. Set's Flywheel, as it's called. This is one of the easier ones, I think, after the last one we did. At least getting to the part where you fight the boss for it isn't that hard. Got a mini boss already. Just gonna minimize the chat there. Yeah, if we were on the hard difficulty, I wouldn't have had the time to spend on that.
So far so good, but the worst is yet to come.
Now there are little buffs here that you can pick up, but I haven't needed them, so I haven't really picked any up. I might just to show off what they do. At the very least, I'll explain what they do. Like that one with the axe, that's the sigil of power. It just buffs your damage. That shield is defense, makes you it boosts your armor a lot, and makes it so that some attacks like arrows and stuff will just reflect back on your enemy. So that's pretty neat to have. That one over there that looks kind of like a wing, that makes you move faster and it increases your stat recovery, like for health, magic, and stamina. Meanwhile, that little chalice thing, that just gives you a really strong regeneration bonus for a while.
Release the defenders. Now that's what we did. That does it. This is all but
They get used up and they come back every round for each arena. In the normal mode, your stats get brought back up to 4 after each round, but not in the hard mode. Although it would be so much easier. Oh, hey! That's our next mini-boss. Come on, get over here so I can finish you off. And we're on to the final round, and it is... what's it called? The Control Guardian. It's pretty much a giant dwarven spider. It switches between different attacks, like right now it's doing its lightning phase. Now it's doing its fire phase, where it'll get fire underneath it and shoot fire mortars as well, which doesn't feel good to deal with. Oh hey, who invited you? And it's down. Simple. Open up the chest. And proceed to the next area. The Rink of Frozen Blood. A place I was actually stuck on for a while with the hard mode. Because you step out into the water, you take damage. Because it's so freezing cold. And you gotta be careful to make sure trolls don't appear and smash up the ice. Because you lose the ice, well, you lose a safe spot to stand on. If all 3 pieces of ice are broken, you're kinda SOL. But it's pretty easy to make sure they stay dead in the normal mode.
Now you die.
Looks like she's got an owl mask. Where can I get one of those? Oh wait, yeah, that's something you could get as like a Halloween thing, but it's not October, so can't get it. Oh well. Oh look, we got some ogres. None of them are green or are kind of like onions. So at least we don't have to deal with that. Now the trolls, they always spawn in the center and head towards like a seemingly random piece of ice. So you gotta keep an eye out for where they're going. This area really sucks if you don't have any kind of ranged attack. Because then it's a lot harder to take out the troll. We're on to round 3. Luckily, if he does get to the ice and starts breaking it, he doesn't break it immediately. He has to go through a full animation, which you can interrupt before it breaks. When it does break, it summons a boss level, a mini boss level enemy. Which we'd have to deal with as well, on top of whatever we're dealing with at the moment. Looks like we got some giants here. 2 of them. One's down already. Oh no, you don't. Oh well, looks like I broke it. I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. Gotta keep an eye out for the troll. Get a potion down so I can get our magic back, at least half of it. Now we're on the final round. Thankfully that ice regenerated. And now we've got a boss. Now when she reaches a certain percentage of health, she will automatically smash one of those pieces of ice. It's not based on time. That's one important thing to remember. Is that she will only smash ice when she gets down to like a quarter of her health or something. Or at least in increments of like a fourth of her health. If you're not careful, she'll end up smashing it all. Especially with that troll still smashing the ice. But we should run into that problem this time. Get the chest. And move on. Now for round 6. Or arena 6. This one's a bit slightly more complicated. Because we've got these obelisks that we need to free up from these webs. And if we do, it stuns enemies. Every single enemy on the stage gets stunned. And for those horvers, we can just throw throw something from them as a grenade. Oh hi, I've noticed you were over there. Ah, dire wasp. I hate wasps. I sincerely do. Got ourselves a new kind of flesh astronaut there. He went down just the same as all the others, just with a bit more health. Got the obelisk glowing again, so it's good for us to always have that as whatever we can. Got another Atronak. We can throw those like poison grenades or something at the web obelisk to free them, in case it doesn't die right next to one. Oh, and now we've got a bunch of spiders, which have a whole lot of health and resistance. Like, you're not supposed to kill them, you're supposed to run to one of these obelisks and they'll run away from the light. Make sure you just stay near one with the light. Kill those web spinners you can so they don't web up all the obelisks on you. Oh, got a champion point, neat. Got another mini boss. You put up a negate field there, which makes it so I can't cast magic, but that only works when I'm inside of it. Got another Atronak showing up. Alright. Oi! You died. Down 4. Ah, a lurcher. Some kind of wood-based enemy. That's about all I can say without getting too much into it. Here, got ourselves yet another boss, a mini boss, I should say. Got ourselves another 2 lurchers there. Aha! Didn't see you behind its body. Got the final round there. Right after that, we've got her stunned, which is really a really good start. She's already at half health. That's actually a good place to have her if you can have her there. Although it's much better to have her just completely dead. And she's down. See, there's the chest. Got a helmet. And those guys were just watching. They don't look too enthusiastic. They don't like they like being here. At least some of them, I should say. All right. Now, this is round 7, I believe. Yeah, round 7. Now we need to stay away from those mushrooms, because they'll do that. And the only way to get rid of the poison it gives you for being in there is step in these, and then you can't use them for a while. So your best bet is to make sure you don't get poisoned, like I just did. Got a swamp troll there. It's just gonna throw rocks at us. And he just grew, but died. Let's see what's up next. We gotta kill those venom callers immediately when we can, because they'll just make a whole bunch of mushrooms appear and explode, which is really bad for us. There's no question it will kill you if you leave them up too long. Did you hear that? She said no cheating, but then said actually go ahead and cheat. That's kind of funny to me. Let's see. Doing some more of these Nyx hounds. Gotta keep an eye out for more venom callers. Oh, got another one spawning in. Take you out before you could be a problem. And we've got a Wamasu, who should be able to nuke it no trouble. See? Got a venom collar right there immediately. So I have to take care of her. Get rid of this guy. The smaller enemies you don't have to worry a whole lot about. You know, you need to focus on the bigger guys. But some enemies are definitely worth killing the moment you see them. Like those venom crawlers. Got some more swamp trolls. Got a venom collar right there, take her out. There we go. Got one swamp troll down. And that one's down too.
This looks promising. The bigger they come,
Final round.
you know the rest.
Now we've got the Argonian Behemoth. Oh, we got poisoned.
Uh-oh, this can't last. That's some move. Now do it again.
I'm really glad we're not on the veteran difficulty because this poison would just kill me outright. And you're down. Got ourselves a necklace. Next arena. Whew. Alright, this one's got a lot of fire, so if your character is a vampire like mine, it may not be a good time. Because, you know, you take extra fire damage. There's a whole lot of enemies that deal fire damage here. Oh, and, you know, magma mortars showing up. Now this guy, he's protected. We gotta destroy these warding stones before we can hurt him. And they'll regenerate if we don't kill him fast enough. But, yeah, he's dead already.
So far, so good. But the worst
Round
is yet
two.
to come.
You want to take out those guys fast because they'll do a lot of damage real fast. Got ourselves an Infernal Destroyer again. There's the stone. Almost got you down. There. Round 3. Oh, when did you guys pop in? Gives us a lightning storm up. Took you out. Yeah, these catives aren't that much an issue, just make sure they don't knock you into the air like that one tried to do. Oh! And now we've got our next mini boss. In hard difficulty, you're going to want to stay out of that as much as possible. Probably dodge the moment almost like shortly after that comes down, because she will try to pull you in with chains. And in the hard difficulty, well, that'll really kill you fast if you don't get out of it. Final round. All 3 of those warding stones are up, so we gotta break them all. Luckily, she actually moves pretty slowly, so you don't have to worry about all that much about getting caught. And she gets, stunned. It's good to be able to take her out in one turn, but that's a lot harder in the veteran difficulty. Well, we've gone through 8 out of 9 arenas in like almost 40 minutes. Wow. I honestly had no idea how long it would take to do this, so good to know it's a decent amount of time, but not so long that it's going to be a slog to get through. Now, the mechanic for this arena is those ghosts there. You walk into them, you get slowed and take some cold damage. Those gold ones, however, you pick up 3 and you both do damage and stun every single enemy on the floor. But if the enemies can pick it up, they get a defensive buff, which you don't want to let them get if you can avoid it. As a crematorial guard, those guys are priority number 1 to kill as soon as possible, because when they start letting out their fire, that could really kill you easily if you get caught by it. They just do heavy damage in general. And as you can see, that enemy just picked up a gold ghost. And they got a lot more defense. That's what we don't want. And spectral explosion to stun you all. That's really good to save up one of those for those crematorial guards if you can. Or these Orgrim here. Although it's generally a better priority to use it against the material guards, because it's a lot harder to counter their attacks by just staying away. the Ogren's fireballs, they can do a lot of damage, but you can just dodge them. Just do a dodge roll to get out of the way. We've got ourselves a mini boss now. He didn't last long. Now we've got an Ogren to deal with. Gold Ghost, gotta grab it. And that was me dodging the fireball, demonstrating that it's pretty simple to get out of the way of. Now I'm gonna keep from killing this guard real fast so you can just see its attack. That's what it does. Just breathes out a flamethrower. That's what you don't want to get caught in. There's a good chance you'll die in the hard difficulty. Now on round 4. Alright. Spectral explosion to stun everything. Now that guy right up there at the end, they will walk very slowly towards the center and start some kind of ritual. If you let them start it and finish it, it will summon this incredibly difficult boss that will just about one-shot you in the hard difficulty. If you're extremely good, you can kill it, because it dies just as easily as most of the other bosses. It's just it deals so much damage that it's just hard to do. You definitely don't want them to pick up any gold ghosts, because that'll just make it so you can't kill them as fast. And you want to kill them as soon as possible. Round 5. Got ourselves stunned there, that's not a good thing. But we can get away with it because it's easy mode. Now we got the Ash Titan here. He's another mini boss. Sadly, we didn't let him stay alive long enough to show off why he's actually incredibly dangerous. But to summarize it, he's got this flame wall that he shoots out that really hurts. It cooks you alive. Alright. That is round 5, but that's not the final round. This is the final boss of the arena. And you want to dodge that skull every time he shoots it out. You also want to stay out of that area of effect attack. Once he gets to 70% health, he will lift up into the air, and you'll have to activate these little portal things to do that. You need to kill one of those energy clan fear right next to it, and you can use a portal to get on up, and then you need to destroy these crystals. You want to still dodge those. When he's doing this, you need to stand behind this wall, or he will knock you off. At best. At worst, you will die. Dodge the skull. Get another crystal destroyed. And now we're back down here. It's better to try to roll dodge your way down to the ground, if you can. You want to bash him immediately when he does that attack. If you can, you want to be able to stun him with the spectral explosion, but he didn't stay alive long enough for that to be a real worry. And we got ourselves a trophy. And a couple other loot items. Nothing really that great. Nothing worth keeping. Trophy, however, is this thing right here. So that's neat to have. Alright. So this is the end of the Maelstrom Arena.
You've revived. And now it's time for my barons to return to me. Stand back.
Whew.
Done this in quite some time.
I'll be honest, that was fun. It's been a while since I've actually done that. Last time I did it was completing the hard difficulty. I just didn't want to touch it for a while after that. There's he's summoning this guy here.
Approach me, my
Something
baron.
about him
Let me
being
get a good
extremely
look at
forgetful,
you.
and this place is created by his memories. So if he forgets things, he can actually forget people
You look
that he's
splendid,
created,
simply
and they'll just stop
splendid.
existing. Which is not good,
And you, your assistance has been most satisfactory. I won't
but
forget, or anyway, my tutor won't forget.
that will be all for this shuffle play today. Yeah, that'll be all. Till next time, everyone. We'll be doing some other game for the next shuffle play. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out shortly before I record, probably. Until then, this has been Tulix, another episode of 6 Star Gaming Shuffle Plays. I'll see you next time.